Hello there, fellow crop tenders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: Inquest of the Dead. Episode 69. A new freezer for bumper crop. Okay. Well, there's another wave done. We should have a little bit of respite for a while before the next one comes up. So let's try to do some medical tending. This time I'm actually going to use medicine because we just have a lot of herbals. And recover so that we can go on an inquest soon. Now we haven't replaced the flooring in the burn box yet. And the reason I mention that is we can just light the corpses on fire and hope it spreads. Because there's no hay grass on the ground, so it's fine. Just maybe don't stand in there. And, is that ever all of them? Nope, there's 3 up there. Got it. Alright, Madsy, now that you're conscious, here is your... Where is your sword? There it is. So you're gonna biofire that longsword for everyone except for Good, who brought her own. Upgrades. And then the high priority haul task is getting removed because we don't need to be hauling in chunks. So there's a few corpses left on the map tile. Or shamblers left on the map tile that will clear once, like, Good's recovered. I'll have her just, like, slice them up. So we got another plasteel site. And then we have the psychic droner site that we're going to want to clear. Because the psychic droner is for males. It's mild, but it's not 0. So I'm going to go to the psychic droner site pretty soon. Just so that we can have things feel more normal. Guarding Jenny. Yeah, I don't, for that cost, for that length, no. Lost refugees, I'm also going to say no. I'm done kind of being benevolent for a shattered empire that are a bunch of idiots. So the pirate site was guarded by, what, 5? Yeah, I probably could just send Good by herself. But maybe I'll send Kadath as well for funsies. RCV, I'm going to have you come out here, and you're going to be on corpse removal. So unless I'm mistaken, these are the remaining 3 shamblers on the map tile. I'll do a search in a minute to make sure that is the case. Once all of them are cleaned up, we should be totally safe to go anywhere we want. Unzoned. And let me get rid of the older zones. I don't need that. MB Babo, thank you for the resub. Welcome, welcome. Oh, no, there is 2 more. 3 more. I don't know how they got so far away, but we'll hunt them down. Nah, peaceful music. It's so weird. Okay, whatever food shortage that we're about to face, now we are sitting on, like, thousands of corn, so I think we're good. Oh, yeah, there was a whole group out here. And they were, like, reviving and everything. Okay. I think there was 4 shamblers that came in unbound to other groups, and this is them having respawned and over time and coming back. Perpetual revival. Alright. There is one that somehow made it out of our... I don't know how it's on... Honestly, it doesn't even make... What? How is there a flaming shambler that made it out of a... maybe we burned it outside. Oh, great. It's spreading a fire around our base. Nabla, it's always you. Every time there's like a weird issue, it's like you're standing... Okay. Guys, can everyone stop being excessively dumb? Put the freaking fire out is what I'm trying to say, guys. Hello? Good God. Okay. That would be the last shambler. He can't even revive there because he's in a doorway. I think we're good. We're clear. We just need to chip away at the pile of corpses in this area and then refloor the straw matting. Wait. To approach. Rise it, you're on it. I'm stressed, you can't imagine how I feel. I feel fine. Oh. Yep, nothing like tanking shamblers with your eyeballs. Oh, which reminds me, I need to retool our bill. Our production bill. So, you're currently working on Locust Armor, which is fine, but once you do this last Marine helmet, because there is one in progress somewhere. Yeah, there it is. That will be the last one. We'll move up to Cataphract. There's no reason to do Marines over Cataphract. I just don't want to waste the material for the one that was already started. Now, I don't think I want to... So for the brawlers, having Cataphract armor is fine, but for the shooters, I don't think I want to move them up to Cataphract armor because I would rather... They should never tank in the first place, and if they do tank, Locust armor should be enough. So there really isn't a good... There isn't a reason for them to wear Cataphract armor for that matter, but start to roll out Cataphract armor for the brawlers is reasonable because they all have like the jump ability, which should keep them from you know, getting too injured. Oh wow, you already can do another regrow limbs. Okay, let's regrow some eyeballs on Bryzit. And let's take a look at permanent injuries. So, Mazzy has an eye scar from Sun Tzu. Shot her in the eye. Yep, we'll have to heal that. That's being healed by Bryzit, or for Bryzit already. You are pretty rot stank. That's not good. And yeah, so it's just Mazzy. Mazzy's the only other one with an injury. Rascal, do you... Yes, and Rascal indeed has the Psi Focus to attend to that. So I'm going to have Rascal do that so that we have a completely injury-free roster. Cool. We are now free of injuries. Brilliant. Okay, Addy can now kill skip. I'm going to double check that I haven't accidentally overlooked any available points to spend on any of the sidecasters. I think I've been pretty good about it, but you never know until you check. No, that seems fine. Cool. So now the priority is to... We're still prepping for the Inquest. We did the... we still have one more plasteel seam left. And because we burn through plasteel like nobody's business, I'm going to have Nabe, and it's what, 10 a.m.? I'm going to have Nabe and, Good go right now, after we have just done multiple raid defenses, because we should have some downtime before the next one comes up. And then, oh, right, there was this droner. I'll hit the droner on the way back with Good and Nabe. We'll just swing by to clear it. Most of the males in the colony don't have super high psychic sensitivity. It's mostly the females that I worry about, like RCV and Good, who have ridiculously high sensitivity. So, that psychic drone or minor male is not a big deal, I don't think. So there's been talk about expanding the kitchen for a long time. And I've given it some thought. If we really wanted to expand the freezer, I would probably want to go down this way. I can't obviously incorporate where the geothermal geyser is because, you know, that produces so much heat that it would be stupid to incorporate that area. The other thing we could do is to put, like, a lower priority freezer elsewhere rather than try to reinvent the wheel, and I think that makes more sense, in my opinion. To put, like, a freezer here or something, you know, somewhere else, rather than to try to expand this one, so we cook out of this one, and then we have, like, a root cellar of sorts elsewhere. And that's what I'm leaning towards. Because I mean, I don't want to have 4,000 corn or whatever, like, sitting in the fields. Like, that's dumb. But let's go ahead and build another freezer. So, elk crabs, I'm going to move your bed to here. And I kind of like this area only because it's like a void space and it will double wall up this area if I put it here. And I'm not too worried about having... Like, the water doesn't bother me because we have so much steel that I can just use steel to bridge it up. I'll just bridge the whole thing. I really don't care. A herring structure? Hell no. Oh my god, that's a lot of... That's so many materials. Oh, you would give me a wooden hammer. Yeah, I'm all about that. Yeah, sign me up. The Persona's kill Sorrow? Yeah, screw that. Oh my god, terrible. Go away. Insult to injury level of rewards there. Would it be worth placing floodlights outside the walls? No. Because they'll just be targeted by shamblers and destroyed. So I'd just be perpetually losing floodlights all the time. So the current priority right now is new gear. Actually, we'll do prep for the first Inquest and Breezer. Oh, they both ate meals that were in their pockets. Cool. That door should be closed. Yeah, pocket meals, yum. Exactly. Cheers. Another vault. Chimmick, Master Merchant of Orbital Traders, has informed us of the location of a sealed entrance to one of the decaying military storage facilities left behind during Operation Deadlife, a planet-spanning initiative launched by a collapsed technocratic regime in preparation for a global catastrophe. These silos were designed to remain sealed for generations, meant to be activated only during a planetary extinction event. Inside, it's believed to contain critical survival materials, building materials, medicines, weapons, and schematics, and the deeper chambers are rumored to hold equipment and supplies capable of restarting civilization itself. Whatever remains inside is not dormant. Something guards the forgotten halls. Restoring power and activating lights will be vital to survival. Without the light, you'll be navigating blind and vulnerable to attack. Intact terminals and war tables could lead us to Central Command, Studying these might reveal the location of other silos and more importantly, bring us closer to discovering the command headquarters, the nerve center of Operation Deadlife, where the truth behind this apocalyptic plan may still lie buried. Loot at least 25% of the total resources stored in the silo to complete the quest. Even the game's like, yo, hey, did you forget about me? Yep. We'll get to it. Gutworms! Woo! My favorite disease. Nutty Bud, thank you for the resub. Yeah, after 12 streams, the storyteller's like, yo, the hell are you doing with your time, man? Check the watch! Or something, I don't know. I'm not a storyteller, I don't understand how they think. Well, I guess I am a storyteller, but I'm more patient than they are. You know what? How about... we go all the way up to the wall? No, I don't want to do that, only because if there's shamblers that breach there, they breach our food storage. I'd rather have it not min-max space. So yeah, this works fine. There'll be plenty of space for, like, frozen root veggies. And then we'll depollute the area, not that that really matters, and it'll be good. Nobla, also, why... your lung shooters, we just not made a helmet since? Yeah, that is indeed the case. Been wondering why he's, like, just going... helmetless, but he hasn't had the opportunity to put one on. Well, two of the people that were in regen comas got gutworms. Hilarious, if you ask me. So, Brazic can move. Brazic, you're going to get the lesser of the two swords. And then when Madsy's up, she's going to get the greater of the two swords. And then we're probably going to want to, like, now that we're good with melee weapons, smelt bad weapons. I'm going to smelt all other long swords too, because there's no long swords on the ground right now that I would care to keep. So I'm good smelting them all. It's a little dangerous because, like, we might pick up the wrong one, but, you know, I think it will be fine. In terms of how to actually freeze this zone, let's create a freezer spot here where we have a chimney there. Or actually, maybe not like that. Hold on. Okay. On second thought, I really don't need this to be granite. Because it's going to be double walled anyway, which beefs up its inherent security. So I'm just going to double wall marble. Which ought to be fine. Alright, away team! You are nearly done. Toxin problem, not my problem. As much as I'd like a vanometric and antigrain, that is... hold on, 528. 528 times 6 equals 3,168. So let's round that up to 3,200. So that is how many tiles? That is about... oh, there we go. That is that much pollution. Yeah, no. Screw you. Go away. I'm never receiving that. Thank you very much. It's like, would you like a little bit of free power? And your colony has to become a super fun site. No, no, I don't. I don't want that. No one wants that. No human would ever agree to that. Well, some might, but definitely not me. Okay, you guys are all set, so load, launch, and out. Let's also take more marble, because why not? Okay, I see that Nobla got a, ooh, RCV leveled up. Nobla got a helmet finally. And then we're starting to make lungs again, so I think that's lung number 1. I would like, and I'm gonna do it over here, this is gonna be for lungs. If I could type. Oh, good starving. That's not great. Well, she can eat now. We are very low on components, aren't we? But yep, this is where the new freezer is gonna go. And I'll give it even a nice sheen of. I guess we don't need to double floor it. All right, Madzi, you just came out of a coma. Don't tank to the eyeballs, but let's go. All right, the other thing I need to do now that we're done with that marine helmet is to queue up cataphract helmets. Do until we have 1. Make it only with wizard. And done. Yeah. And we'll start rolling cataphract helmets off the line. And then any inspiration that we have with Wizard, we could consider making better melee weapons so that RCV and Good aren't the only ones with, like, great melees. Because, I mean, the big difference here is fully boosted RCV and Good's melee weapons are, like, 38, and, like, Madzi's only at 27. And the difference there is, like, 38 gives you, like, a potential to cut off a head in one swing. Well, I guess technically 27 it does, too. You'd have to do... God, you are getting... What the hell? Regardless of that, well, I think this is just Gutworm's problems. Because, yeah, Madzi should not have taken that much damage. But Gutworm sucks, dude. Normally I wouldn't use granite, which is a good defensive stone for this, but I just realized like how much granite we have. I'm not worried about that at all. So for now I'm gonna leave it empty. And I'll put up the priorities once it's like a frozen zone. Yeah, nice little storeroom. Should help. Because we have corn rotten in the fields. So it looks to me like What the hell's going on over here? It looks to me like our crafters cannot keep up with the... Essentially, Wizard is making more armor than the crafters can make components. And Wizard is outpacing them considerably. Which is a problem. Solvable problem, but a problem. And I'll aim to fix that. I don't know. Like, at some point, Wizard will start making his own components, and maybe it won't be an issue. I don't really want to do a third fab bench, though. That feels a bit... feels a bit much. It's not easy to use the remaining space here. Well, maybe I'll just put a fire foam in the middle. That works. Alright, pulse charge is done. Let's get beam weapons for reasons I don't understand, because we're never going to need it. I don't even... You know what? Hold on. Let's research fire foam. I was just mentioning fire foam. Let's actually get it. Remember the journal? Good call. I've not been doing a good job of remembering that. Hey, good. Once you're done shelving, let's put you and Kadath, our murder monsters, in. And if you're wondering about kill count, because I'm sure you are, she is at 2,384. And it's not all Shamblers. 219 of it is human. And then I'm guessing that Kadath is number 2 at 418, which is honestly pretty respectable. Because yeah, I don't imagine anyone is even close to that. Sloan is at 290. Sakura is probably at like not even at 200. Alright. Droner... I'm dropping center. Imagine how screwed you are. She falls out of the sky, and the first thing she does is basically hack the dude's torso or brain off. Oh, yep. I only cut your arm. What are you, a wimp? You must be. I don't know why you would die that fast. Oh, you're dead too. Ah, suspicious rum. Laced with blood or something. Oh, you have a low shield pack. Or rather, I have a low shield pack. And your name is Frankie. Sorry, I know you're 14 or whatever, but like, I super don't care. The enemy is... Mercy is heresy, right? Something like that. So, you guys weren't even... Wow, that's a lot of wood. Weren't even really guarding the droner. You were just kind of here. Which is cool or whatever, but, you know... Yeah, remember to burn the bodies or they just come back? True, or get out of dodge fast. That is another viable solution. Do you have anything on your back? No, you don't. Alright, this is your low shield pack. It's funny to think that the gibbet cages are like a legit way to stop Shamblers from screwing with you. Just throw them in cages! That'd be pretty creepy. If they resurrected and they were like moving around in the cages. I would honestly love that. That would be incredible, and I wish that Shamblers did that. Wiggle around like corpses in cages. What I could do here is force this open and dump. So instead of burning them, which I think is actually takes more effort and time, I'll haul them into that zone, because this is roofed and enclosed. Alright, circuit runner done. I don't really care about what doesn't fit in my pockets. Not enough steel to really matter. Alright, now they won't resurrect. Shuttle. Shuttle. We're done. And I got everything that I really needed, so perfect. Plus the components I need for the freezer. So the shelves in here, these are important shelves. The other shelves are important. So I'm going to copy the settings here, paste them in here, drop them to preferred, and that should be fine. And then in order to haul the stuff to where they need to be, let's do high priority hauling, and all of this lovely vegetables should be stored. And I know it's not a freezer yet, but it will be once those pockets get emptied of all those components, I suspect. Almost. The other thing I need to do is remove roof zone there. Yeah, all the components just keep going into like lungs and stuff. But we're very solvent for food. And I also just queued it up so that the bodies are moved. They should be stored over there. No, not in there. Shoot. Okay, we're double moving them. The kitchen overflow on the ground, I'm going to say no raw food, but we'll include corpses. There we go. So there we it's not frozen, and that's going to be an emergency. So let's work on that. I'm going to stop. So we are, yeah, there we go. I'm going to rush and we'll work Drive Wizard for this, rush the remaining components needed for the cooler so that the corpses don't decay, and then get that in. Scorpion, I'm going to also have you fab up components. Okay, we already have everything. Perfect. Kadath, build that, please. And then I think it's just the roof zone, right? Yep. Sweet. So the freezer should be frozen. Yep, it is. Good. Kept that from spoilage. Awesome. Fire foam is done. And we'll switch over to moisture pump. I'll get some. So now this farming, or this kitchen zone is a lot more clean. It's honestly not that efficient because I think the shelves that should have corn don't exist. What is going on here? I don't even know. This one is for vegetarian. So this should be critical for vegetarian. And then this one is going to be unlinked. And this one will be critical for meat. And then all the other ones are going to be the same. Important. And we still have nutrient paste meals as a backup. Okay, I think we're all set. All right, let's stop hauling in the chunks. We're sitting on like 5,000 rice and corn, which is a lot. And now the big push here is to... Oh, I see Sloan's got himself a cataphract helmet. The big push here is to get a team ready for Ancient Silo. The obsolete depot Z91. And I think what is going to be required here is that we have lung shooters only. So I'm going to wait until we get the second set of lungs that we had queued up. Install it in one more shooter and send some brawlers and shooters to the zone. Yeah, whatever. So that just means wizard. Forget sleep. Take drugs, keep working. What's going on with the steel shelf? This should be critical. All these shelves should be critical. I'm not really sure what's going on with them. Okay. Well, that will get fixed soon. Oh, it's funny. Steph, I just read your comment about that just now. That the shelf doesn't have steel and it ought to. Alright, so we did just get fire foam. And I'm going to put a fire foam popper in there. And maybe a fire foam popper in here, because there's like chem fuel in here and stuff. And that should keep it from getting wasted. The other thing is, we have 33 packets of ramen meals. I think what I want to do is I want to set up one shelf here for packets of ramen meals that the pets don't have, or Sailso specifically, because El Crabs won't normally eat packets of ramen meals on their own, but Sailso doesn't have access to the packets of ramen meals because I have no ability to make them. Packets of ramen meals require protein that I have no access to, so we'll just put them over here. And they're on a shelf, so they're not going to rot, and they're shelf stable. They're like MREs or whatever, so they're fine. Cool, we're good on that front. So what we're waiting on now is, we've already built the freezer, so I'll take that off as a priority. Prep for the first Inquest. And I just want one more lung shooter. So at the moment we have 4 lung shooters, but like I'll probably want Sakura to stay behind or something. Like it doesn't make sense to send both Kadath and Sakura and Sloan. Like that gets sketchy with too many of her A-team absent from home. So get them to stay behind, and then to make sure that we hold down the fort. So I was thinking of sending 2 brawlers so that we can have like a day team, night team type of duo. 2 brawlers and then like 4 shooters to go to an Inquest. So taking a look at assignments, we have 4 lung shooters right now, so we'll have all but one of the lung shooters go. Because we're probably not going to we'll not have the ability to do a lot of corpse management while we go. So it's going to be important for us to have shooters that cannot succumb to lung rot or anything like that. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Inquest of the Dead, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions or feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Inquisitors.